We tackle the topics America just ain't ready for. Too strong.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Too Strong. We're Too Strong as always. Better than one. And this show is going to be a good one, just like always. So we really appreciate you tuning in and lending us your ear. We got a few people starting to chime in. You finally made it, Allison. Good. Hello, Dawn and Mandy. We really appreciate you all tuning in. What's up, Derek? How you feeling, man? Dawn, Derek, Allison, Mandy. Can you please hit the like button? Hit the like button. You must have been interested. You popped in on us. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And hit the share button too, everybody. Oh, Lori's here today. Hello, Lori.
Biden did it.
Biden did it?
Yeah.
Miller. Good evening. Good. You was late yesterday? Everybody's coming in. We really appreciate it. Hit the share, hit the like button. Yeah, man. We busy, Jerome. We gotta keep it busy, man. You know, we on the grind, man. We ain't like you, man. You over there rich and stuff, so we gotta try to work, right? Oh man. Yeah, come on in. Let's get to it. He was executed. Oh, that's what you say. That's what we say. So good. Like, share, subscribe. We've been getting a little short on the shares, y'all. Let's just pump the shares back up and get this thing back rolling for us if you can. Because we really want to talk about this Bob Saget. Bob.
Bobby.
Merlin. Now I don't want to hear your stuff today. Okay, let me explain something to you. Okay. Let's get this straight right now.
Look, before you go forward, look what I'm going to do while you talk.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I got something to say. The man hit his head on the headboard. Okay, and that's the bottom line. Now, I don't care about how much pressure it taking all that. The man, he could have been sleeping, right? And he could have like rolled over and then hit his head. That's probably what could have happened. I don't know. Is that what happened, Merlin? You tell me.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, it's
I'm glad that's not the case because I'd have been dead, man.
Look, I told you, and I'm gonna tell people, it takes 520 pounds of pressure to break the human skull on average. You might depend on if you hit it right on the ridge of one of the connection plates. Easier with a fairly sharp edge thing, might split it open. You could shift a couple of the plates, but if you to break the skull. Okay, I'll give you an example of me. I'll use myself as an example. That way I'm not giving too much of a fake analogy.
Okay, give us a real one.
Back in the day, about 4.5 years ago, I had a fall. A 15-foot fall. Completely landed on my tailbone. And this was on concrete, not carpet, concrete. I had a hard hat, and when I fell, my hard hat went that way, and I went that way. So when I landed, I didn't have the hard hat. And so I landed on my tailbone. I'll show you. Tailbone, and this is the ground, and my head went.
Okay. And you still here?
I got up, and I was seeing two colors. I was seeing blue, and I was seeing green. Neon blue, neon green, everything was pixelated. Compressed my spine. Barely felt my feet underneath me. It felt like I was walking on clouds. I say that to tell you I fell on concrete. Fresh concrete. And if Cord knows construction, fresh concrete can be more dense than...
No, we say it don't give. Concrete don't give.
It didn't care about what was hitting it. It wasn't gonna move.
Concrete.
I hit my head. I didn't have a crack. not a hairline fracture, had a concussion. That was from 15-foot flying blam.
So somebody whacked him pretty bad.
If you want to tell me this boy hit his head on the headboard to create a crack at the back and future fractures on the, you have to think I'm a whole idiot. Like, you have to believe I'm stupid as all get out.
But listen, man, listen. He was like, he could have been like, you know what I'm saying? You get it.
He could have been slip sliding in the bathroom and came sliding out on some soap and just went right into the headboard.
Ryan,
that would have been it.
Ryan to Chloe, let me tell you something that's really interesting, and I don't know if this is true or not. Dude, are you from South Bend? This is funny to me. When I saw that, he was killing it, right? You know how? Wait a minute, he got to be from South Bend, man. Dude from South Bend. Look what else he said. Man, wait a minute, man. All right, I'm gonna step out there and say this. You got to be one of my buddies with a fake page. Man, I thought that we was the only one that said killing it. You ever heard that word, Marlon? See, I thought we was the only one.
The circles I roll in don't use words like that, Corey.
You what?
The circles I roll in don't use those words.
Hey, man. What you trying to say? Hold on, no, this is a whole new show now. Forget about Bob.
We use words like
he killed him.
Expired.
He expired, dude.
He expired. He has gone on with the Lord. He got ejected from life.
Oh man, now we say, man, he got killing it. But yeah, so it takes approximately 500 pounds of pressure. So a baseball bat. Didn't somebody mention? Didn't they say it was a baseball bat?
Someone had said that initially. That was, and then the family sued to have the records not revealed.
Ain't that fishy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened there though. Can we please get the likes up, please? Like and share this video. Like and share the video, please. We've got quite a few people here. I think that some likes and shares would be really awesome, dude. Please like and share, because we want to talk about how he got killed it. Ryan crazy.
No.
Ryan,
yeah, and this is right, Susie. It is called suicide when their side takes one. You know, that makes sense.
Maybe that mug got Hillary Clinton.
They like to change definitions, right? Gender is now changed. Man is changed. Woman is changed. Marriage is changed. Hey, suicide's changed too. It ain't, you know.
Yeah, he got Hillaried. Lori, can you put the t-shirt link up? We need to sell some more shirts. We haven't reached our goal yet. Can you please put the t-shirt link up? Ladies and gentlemen, Lori is going to put up the t-shirt link, the link to the t-shirt. And to support us, you can purchase a shirt. You can purchase a shirt for you and your friend and your cousin and your other friend too. You can buy one for everybody. You can buy one for me and send it to me. But buy five or six shirts. Buy a shirt and support of us. We need the support. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to read something. It's not very long. He suffered blunt head trauma, likely during an unwitnessed fall. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it still make a sound? Yeah, it makes a sound. This is the crazy part right here. Some experts have raised doubts about the conclusion. One doctor said his injuries were more consistent with a baseball bat to the head or a fall from 20 to 30 feet. It was the headboard, like at the end of a 5 times California King, at the end of a slip and slide or something.
Well, no, because he was in a different kind of hotel.
A hotel.
Yeah.
The hoe didn't tell him when he was coming, and he smacked him.
No, but seriously, what? Okay, so the fact that the family wanted to hide, did not want the autopsy and all that stuff released. That is a dead giveaway. And do I think that that means that somebody in the family was responsible for this? No, that's not what I think. I don't think that. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that they know that somebody bust his head open
to the white meat.
to the white meat, and they know why he got his head bust open to the white meat. And they don't want that exposed because they want to try to keep his name clean or try to get his name because he got a dirty name. A lot of people be upset about it. We had a lot of quite a few, but a few people in the comment section of the last video we did. They was mad and say he was a good guy. We shouldn't be doing this. In fact, one guy threatened to get our whole channel, to get the video and our whole channel taken down. So he's after our channel because of it. So I'm sure that he is either LGBTQ or he's or a pedophile himself. Because why do you care? Like, even if you disagree with exposing him because he dead, wouldn't it only seem like you would just keep it moving? I don't understand that. So he had to have something going on, but people will come against you when you expose these people. And I have a different view on these kind of things. Whether you dead or alive, if you was low down and dirty, you was low down and dirty. You was low down and dirty when you was alive, and you'll be remembered as low down and dirty. And if you was too low down and dirty and you was in the limelight, then we'll make sure that your low down and dirty is kept alive for a little while. We don't discriminate on who we expose. I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of people may say that the worst one would have been what's her name, Oprah, but it wasn't. The worst one to me to have to expose was Candace, because we really thought Candace was on that level. You know what I'm saying? But she tricked us. And then the fact that, and I know we're gonna get back to Bob, but the fact that she never responded to nobody about it. She never really gave an explanation. She just kept it moving and doing what she was doing. And that proves right there to you. So anybody who say that black people are oppressed, that proves that this black lady was protected, because everybody's scared of her. They scared to say something. What's his name? Tatum, her buddy. And and my other guy, and I hate to say it, but I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, to my knowledge, he ain't said nothing either. What's his name? Ben Shapiro.
Oh, Big Ben.
And you know what? I love Big Ben. I love what he's doing. I would hope to meet him one day, be able to shake his hand, all that. But I'm
Eat
still
some
not.
fish.
Huh?
Eat some gefilte fish.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just still shocked that he didn't. Nobody said nothing. But then again, he don't. She worked for him or something like that. But I mean, man, like, she got to be held accountable for that. Somebody got to say something because of the contradictory. But back to Bob. One of the things is that I really believe that the family don't want him exposed, and I believe personally that it could have been extremely an extreme good chance that it was one of the twins, or somebody had something. I'm not saying they did it, but they had something to do with it, because why won't they tell the truth about his behavior?
Well, they came out and saying how sad they were that he died. They were really heartbroken about it, Corey. So obviously it didn't have anything against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either if I was gonna get him.
I wouldn't either if I was going to get
I
him.
wouldn't either.
Oh, I love that man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he did what? Nah.
Oh, damn, no.
Nah.
He wouldn't have done nothing like that. No, that was just to dolls. He didn't do it to us. It was only to the dolls that look like us. That was different.
Canada in the house, Elizabeth. Hello, Canada. So okay, so they did. So what was up with the cameras, Merlin? The cameras at the hotel.
I would say they got Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
The cameras wasn't working.
No, what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happened in the hotel room, stay in the hotel room. It ain't coming out.
No, seriously. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what the hotel said. The last I checked, they said that nobody entered the room. Once he was there, nobody entered the room. That's the story.
Oh, that could be true.
They was already in there. They was already in there.
Did they say no one left?
And, he went out the window.
But did they say anyone left?
No, they
They
didn't.
said,
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing
oh,
about that.
they didn't talk about that part though, huh?
No, hell, it might have been the police that discovered him. Crack, crack.
Crack. Pedophile.
Yep, they got him.
Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know what happened.
So, what's your theory, Ronnie? What do you think happened?
Okay, and I when I said Vegas, I was partially joking, but not. How do you carry 4,000 rounds of ammo up up 50 flights of stairs and not get seen by one? I mean, come on, man. Like by yourself. Now, I know some strong people. I know some strong people. Ain't nobody that strong that I know of.
They
I,
did what now?
that shooting that happened in Vegas out the Grand, or what's it called? When he was shooting at the people at the country music, and he killed like 50 people, and they say he opened up fire from one of the hotel
Oh
rooms,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and he went up there by himself with one other small ass female, and he carried almost 4,000 rounds of ammo up
Yeah, yeah.
up there by himself. The MGM, like, look, I have lifted just okay. This was about 300 rounds. That thing was that sucker was heavy. Heavy, like, I'm like, I would use it for a workout. If I was getting like a farmer carry, I'd do it, get some forearm strength, but I wouldn't purposely carry 4,000 rounds of come on, man. And so no cameras during the time. They only had pictures of him in the elevator once, and, like, that's this case. You have down the entire corridor, cameras, right? End to end, you have to have it. If you don't know what happened the entire day, and now you don't want to tell me how, but want me to believe that was accidental. Then tell me the damage that looks like happened was from a damn headboard. But you ain't tell me where he was found. Like, did he fall asleep? Cook. Oh, he got hit so hard in the head that it broke his skull, and he kept walking around the room until he finally passed. Come on, people.
Yeah, it was something. I'm telling you, man. I really strongly believe that it was the parents of somebody. But I really truly blame the parents also, because how do you not know that your girls are being touched on for that long? I mean, you got to suspect something, man. Like, why would you even put them in that predicament, and then just nothing? You got to talk to your kids. You got to, I mean, you got to communicate with them. But I believe that they knew what was going on, and they just said, "Hey, it's a lot of money involved, so oh well." Because I just don't believe that they would have did that for that long, and knowing that the parents was right there. It's like the parents had to somewhat have some type of um knowledge of what was going on. It's just kind of, I don't know, man. It's just, stuff is weird, dude. Stuff is weird that you put your kids in them predicaments and then just let it be, and then nothing, you know, all their life just getting molested on and touched on. You didn't see a difference in the attitude. One a friend of mine told me that he knew that his daughter had did something. All she did was walked in the house. He said he knew it. Something ain't right. Come here. you know, and that's how we gotta be, man. And I'm not saying that's the case every time, but man, for so long like that, like you got, and then the situation with him playing with the dolls, and what is you doing?
Look, I go back to, and there was an incident in the 80s, 90s, 80s, 80s. There was a guy named Jeff Doucette. I don't know if you ever heard about the case of Jeff Doucette. Um, and Gary Plant or Plant, some last name, weird last name. Anyway, Doucette was a karate instructor and kidnapped this man's kid after being really friendly with the family. He would always be over there, hanging out all the time, made friends with the family, and ended up kidnapping their youngest boy, taking him away. And then when they found him, they found out that he had molested the kid. Now, the case was going to be taken to court, and they arrested him. The kid got back with the parents. By the time the dad was already he was too gone, upset. That was Gary. And as they were taking him to court in the airport, passing by the phones, the dad was standing there by the phones and was waiting with say shades and a hat on, and Jeff walks by in handcuffs with the cops, and he just turns around and plow in the head on the spot, gone, 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 gone. Now that is the response of a parent.
Wasn't he with the police or something too?
He was the guy that he shot was with the cops
Yeah,
walking him through the airport, and brother
I
just
saw
waited by
that.
the phone calls
Man,
and
and
just went
boomed him.
plow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now, I don't feel bad, and I don't blame the parent.
And listen, did you see how the police responded?
They're like, "Man, why you doing that? Just stop, man." Like,
And
he raped my son.
it was
He
like, I
raped
feel you though.
I feel it. Like, so when I see people like, and we were talking about the Michael Jackson thing, right? How you gonna let your kid keep going back knowing that something happened there if you really knew it? Something tells me one, you're a horrible parent or it didn't happen.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if it did happen, and it's been what 40, 50 years now, 40 years, 30 years now since he's been doing that show because they're in their 30s now, maybe 20 years, 20 years.
and then now you
Uh,
want to come up and say, "Hey, I want some
Okay.
money." Nah,
Now, Bob could have hit his head on a headboard really, really, really hard and passed out. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Logically thinking, I can't give you that. I cannot give you the man's history, even if he wasn't a full on his borderline pedophilic behavior, his talk, his speech, and how he died, and expect me to believe that all of that was accidental.
no, nah, man. Listen, even if his yeah, like you said, his talking speed, even if he had a prior injury, he'd have been having major headaches, man. He'd had to go to the emergency room. There's no way he'd have been walking around here like that, man. He got oh, they say his skull was cracked
Yeah,
in front,
it broke
eye
the
socket.
back, and right here, 2 cracks as well. So
Oh,
apparently,
so
when he hit the back of his head, he turned around and hit the front too by accident. So
let me tell you something. I can't imagine you being able to hit your head on a headboard like that, even on purpose. Like, how do you do it?
you gotta jump some. You gotta have some skills, bro.
Yeah, like what do you like, man? You can crack it on that concrete now if you want to.
I tried. It didn't work.
No, you didn't try. You didn't try that.
I tried 15
I,
feet.
te-
That was as much as I was
I,
willing
te-
to try.
I tell you what, if you try that once, you won't try it again.
Okay, so I think I told this story before where I tried to break my legs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I tried. I do some crazy stuff. I
yeah,
must
but
just have strong. I have strong bones. Then I must be the kind that makes like three. I need
no,
620 pounds.
no, you tried to try. That what you did. You thought about it.
You know, I might need 600 pounds of pressure to break mine.
Oh
I don't know.
man, you might have thought about it, but boy, hey, if you want to play with that concrete, it'll play with
Okay, give you another one. I think I have strong bones. I've never broken a bone, and so one time I wasn't trying to catch the bus, and like in typical stupid kid fashion, there's a gate on the front of my porch, right? You know, we had this big old porch,
you.
and now in case you think I was rich, no, every house had a big old porch. You kind of need that as a generic thing in the Caribbean because you need to sit down to cool off at some point. We don't got AC.
Man,
I, in my wisdom, decided I ain't gonna open the gate. I'm late. And I'm
man,
black. I can jump.
hey,
I got my backpack. I jump over the fence sideways, the little gate. The backpack gets caught in the gate, and just outside the gate are 2 steps, concrete steps.
wow.
And I twist around, and my edge of my hip, the top part of my hip bone, lands on the edge of the step. I
We are
swear to God,
interested.
I swear to God, I still got a bruise there. But the bone didn't break.
We are interested in hearing from you all. What do you think happened? What is your theory? Give us a call at
I told him.
1-800-491-9687. 1-800-491-9687. What do you think happened to Bob Saget? Do you think we are completely wrong? Do you think there's a chance that he uh, banged his head on a headboard? Was there a maybe he had a bat in there with him? They didn't find no bat, but I mean, what could he have did? You know, what happened? What is your theory about what happened and how the hotel lines up with this?
I,
Let me
I
see.
think I think I think Bobby's onto something. But
Where we at?
I honestly, again, I will plant my story firm. Somebody did him in. and they're trying to hide that evidence. That's all I can think. I'm sorry, I can't think of
Bob
anything else.
Saget's hired an escort, gave him rough sex, and he died. But I can't go down the show. I was going to say something.
Yeah, I can't go down the show.
Goodbye, Bobby. Where's Bobby at?
Bobby Boucher said,
"You guys are not too strong if y'all don't tell the truth." Peace. Okay, Bobby, you want some attention? And you're probably still here. We got done talking about people like you guys are not too strong if y'all don't tell the truth. Peace. What is
always got to be one, Corey. Always got to be one.
That's weird.
Well, his name is Bobby, so
Bobby, let's go, Bobby. Bobby wants some attention, y'all. Give me.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Delaware.
Delaware.
My name is Mary.
All right, how you doing?
Yes, I'm the New Yorker that lives in Delaware now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want Marlon to do Fauci.
You do not know what you are saying. You do not know what you are talking about. Bobby doesn't know what he is talking about.
Okay, Fauci, how did Bobby die?
Okay. We know how he died. Look, he could have hit his head on the headboard with somebody holding his hair and just poking him.
Yeah, that's true.
Just slamming it back and forth. He needed help. He couldn't do it right. So somebody just took him and just slammed him.
Now I don't want to put you on the spot or nothing, but it sounds like you might have a little experience. Look, you got quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm a Sicilian from New York. You got to be careful.
Enough said.
You got to watch out for us. We're dangerous. But no, I keep saying on Facebook, people are going, "Oh, he was such a wonderful man. He was," and I don't want to argue with people because otherwise I'd post he was a pig. Yeah. Don't you people realize what he was doing? It's so disgusting to watch him. Just like Tom, you know what's even more upsetting is like Tom Hanks played Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
That was even more disgusting. But you were talking before about how do people let this happen to their kids? Look at all the video of Biden with his hands all over little kids.
That's right.
And the parents are standing right there.
Ain't that crazy?
Don't the parents watch these videos and see that he with his hands sliding down? And who was the guy that worked for Trump and then oh God. The old man, I can't remember his name, and he screwed Trump over. He took himself out. Well, they were walking out, and Biden went to put his hand on his granddaughter, like to show her out, and he pulled his granddaughter back. Yeah, Jeff Sessions, and he pulled his granddaughter away from Biden.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "Hey, you touching my child?"
Yeah. There's video of it. When are people gonna wake up that they're all pedophiles? They're using these kids. It's disgusting. And you know something? It goes back. Shirley Temple was abused.
Mm-hmm. She was the first John Bonet.
In the 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
She was abused. Yeah, it was in The Godfather. The little girl coming down the stairs with blood running down her legs. That was supposed to be Shirley Temple.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what. Okay. Listen, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I don't even let people I don't play around. Like when it comes to my kids and my wife, I don't play them games at all. Like I don't play the making comments about them. None of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check that where it start. Like all that little funny little bunny stuff and I touch it and all that. You see, you don't play them kind of games. And then for this president to sit there and for him to do this right in people's face, lets you know that listen, this might not have been his first time doing this to these people. I mean, the parent, like, how do you take that chance? Like, okay, how do you take a chance of putting your hands on somebody's child and on top of that, right in their face?
Yeah, but I used to tell people every abuser is somebody's father, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, aunt, whatever. Nobody's near my kids. And they said, "Oh, don't be a helicopter mother." I said, "I'm not a helicopter mother. I'm a B-52 bomber." Yeah,
hey, you call me what you want to. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? And
I watch my kids.
Yeah. I just, you know what? I wouldn't even want to know how I would respond to that. If he did that to me, I don't even want to put myself in that predicament or my kids, because that could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
it wouldn't,
yeah.
There's no way the person wouldn't still be walking. There'd be a lot of trouble. That's why I can't. Look, if you watch your kids, you don't have to worry about it.
Hey,
if you keep an eye on your kids and you keep them close, you don't have to worry about it.
I'd have pushed that old
It's up
mug
to the
down.
parents.
Touching on my daughter, you're gonna get pushed down or something. He
and there's so many pictures of it. It's on video. Where are the parents?
Right there. They standing right there.
He will ask them, I just want a picture with your girl alone. Like, man, come on.
Like,
bro.
what?
Come on, man.
Why? 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 You know what I'm saying? Listen, I tell people this all the time. If anything somebody asks you and you hit them with why, they should have an answer. They should have an answer. Well, I just think that I just want to sneak and touch her. Like, come on, man, sniffing all in their hair. I did.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I would have.
And what about when he was sniffing the women's hair, and they were all, oh, ha 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 ha. Why is that so funny?
Man,
we talked about this yesterday.
Why
Desensitization, right?
Yeah.
Desensitized.
Yeah, it's just everybody's desensitized. It's okay now. It's okay. I mean, stuff is getting. Man, I don't know. I don't want to drift into a whole nother conversation. But we appreciate you calling, though.
And thanks for taking my call. And Marlon, you're great, and so are you, Corey.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so very much, Mary.
And don't be be grabbing nobody by the head, banging them up either. Okay.
I won't.
All right.
Have
a good day.
You make sure you wear your 2 masks or your 1 mask.
Oh man, we had another caller that we couldn't get to. 1-800-491-9687. We want to hear from you. 1-800-491-9687. Yeah, that's the thing though. I don't understand how people could let their kids get touched on like that. Pay attention to your kids. Listen to them. Talk to them. Sometimes, you know what? You ever see a kid like kind of like walk by you and give you a look like I want to say something, and then they kind of get scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, hey, come here. Let's take another one. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, my name's Tom. I am calling from northwestern Pennsylvania.
Northwestern Pennsylvania. You say your name is Tom?
Closer to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So how you doing today, man?
Yep. Good. How are you? Hey, I was posting some messages on your on the live chat there, and but as far as Bob Saget goes, yeah, I mean everybody knows that he's a pedophile and he talks about all that stuff, and that's what they're supposed to do in the satanic cult. They're supposed to brag about it.
Oh.
And I don't know if a lot of people know, a lot of probably people watching your shows. You know, remember the milk cartons a long time ago, the missing children on there?
I remember those. Yep.
Well, that's part of the satanic cult. That was their way of bragging about people who they took. And you'll never see those children again, because that's Epstein Island type of stuff where, you know, these children are missing are taken into the satanic cult, sexually abused, and eventually, you know, used for satanic sacrifice. They torture them and use the adrenochrome.
So in other words, all this time they've been bragging instead of really trying to find these kids.
Right, that's what it is. That's their way of bragging. And in the satanic cult, you cannot do everything. You can't do things in secret. You have to put it out there without kind of coming out and just saying that you did something. You're letting the other members know, the other people know that, you know, you're bragging. That was you that took this child, or you know, we're responsible for that.
You know what? I never knew that. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point, man. We really appreciate that.
The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick was you brought up the Vegas shooting. So a lot of people don't realize that the Vegas shooting, the new crown prince from Saudi Arabia was staying on that floor. That the 6th and the 7th floor of that hotel where the shooting took place was owned by Prince Al-Waleed from the old guard of the Saudi old guard, the oil money. He's like one of the 5th largest, wealthiest guys in the world. Well, he wanted to get rid of this new crown prince because this new crown prince was working with Trump. So if you remember, Trump was over there and they did that dance that they only do for royalty.
Uh-huh.
And they did this royal dance over there that's just like only reserved for somebody who's very important that they truly respect. I think it's called the sword dance.
Right.
Yeah, there was a sword dance.
The new crown prince wanted to change his country out of the oil because they knew that they had a monopoly on oil, but Trump changed all that with drilling here and making us independent. But he wanted to give freedom to the women and start to open a new economy, more modern economy for Saudi Arabia. So the old guard didn't like this and they wanted him out. So they knew he was in Vegas staying on Prince Alawid's, where the shooting was, the 6th or 7th floor. Well, what they didn't know was Paddock, when he was a gun runner for the CIA.
Uh-huh. Let me ask you this: what do you think about? I'm gonna put somebody else on the line with you, and I'll get to them next. We'll get to your next caller, so just hold the line, please. What do you think happened to Bob Saget, in your opinion? Hello.
Did you hang up on them?
Hello, can you hear me?
I'm here. I'm still here now. Yeah, okay. I lost you for a little bit.
Yeah, okay, I was asking you, in your opinion, what do you think happened to Bob Saget?
No, Bob Saget, he was silenced. Something occurred at Epstein Island, or information's out that they're going to be killing a lot of people from Hollywood to silence people who they think might be talking to as witnesses or have too much information about things that are going on.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna try to get R. Kelly next, because R. Kelly he said he telling on y'all. He said he telling.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, well, you remember what Tom Hanks was bragging about? He bragged about killing what's the actor's name that was killed and thrown off the bridge, and yeah.
Man, what the heck?
In so many words, talking about, I can't remember, something about throwing something off a bridge on a highway and getting squashed like a bug.
Yeah, I remember.
But okay. But very important though with the Vegas shooting, it's kind of important.
Okay, we don't want to get too much into the Vegas shooting. We're going to kind of stick to Bob, and we got another call coming in. So let me take another call. I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right. Maybe some other time. Okay.
Right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hello, what's your name and where you calling from? Annie?
Oklahoma.
From where? Oklahoma?
Yes.
Tulsa,
Oklahoma.
Okay. Can you hear Marlon?
I can hear.
Oh, I wonder what's up with
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me okay?
I can now. What's on your mind? What you got?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask. I see y'all do a lot of shows on certain people and certain celebrities and names. I was just wondering, have y'all ever looked at John Walsh?
No, I haven't. Maybe Merlin have.
What do you mean looked at John Walsh?
Yeah, he's his son Adam, that disappeared like 40 years ago, and his daughter, Megan. He's trying to take his daughter's his grandkids, his daughter's away. But I've been watching his daughter and a lot of people, and it goes along with the CPS, Child Protective Services. But I don't know. I would like for y'all to maybe look into John Walsh.
You're talking about the same guy that does America's Most Wanted guy? That guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He's always trying to go and help save the kids and save the kids.
I might have to look and see what he thought about Bob Saget.
Oh, yeah.
If you
thing. He's probably up there with them.
If you got some information on him, why don't you just send it to us?
Well, his daughter is Megan Walsh.
You have,
and if you'll look her, I was actually listening to her live today, talking to. I think she was maybe talking to Mel K.
Oh, wait a minute.
how
What she was talking about how he was into that stuff, right? Wasn't she?
Yes, he's into all that.
Okay, you know what? Somebody sent me that video just today. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me get another
He's
call.
just-
Hello.
John Wall.
Hello?
He's not
Okay.
what.
Okay. Wait. Hold on, caller. Okay. We appreciate you calling. Let me take another call. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. What's your name and where you calling from?
Nancy, I'm calling from Washington State.
From Washington State. Are you on a speaker? You on a speakerphone? Yep. You on a speaker. I got you this time. You on a speaker, ain't you?
Hold on. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, we
Nope.
can.
No, I was messing with you.
Yeah, we can't hear you now.
Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm watching you on TV now.
You can't do that.
The Bob Saget story?
Let me tell you what you do. Don't watch on TV. Just talk on the phone because it's gonna be a big delay. See,
okay.
She's still watching on TV.
Now, are you talking about Bob Saget?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You want my opinion?
Yes.
Yeah, I think somebody smashed his head in because he probably molested somebody's kid.
Who you think did it? What I mean, because they said that the cameras was on and they didn't see nobody go in the room and all that. So what you think happened?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think they lying.
Well, he couldn't have done that by himself.
No, he did.
I can't imagine that he did that by himself.
Common sense will always win.
Yeah, common sense. Oh, you said he just went in there and just started banging his head on the wall, boom, boom, like that. You think that's what they're trying to accuse him of doing?
Well, they could have shut those cameras off just for a little while and let that happen, and then turn them back on again.
Yeah,
Teen style.
Yeah, I believe that. It was more people involved in that. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it'll be easy to get people involved in that, especially knowing about some of the stuff he did. There would be more people that would be so willing to help in that, because people do not like when you mess with them babies. Not real people, not people.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with the babies.
Oh yeah.
Merlin.
Yeah, I think that. I think he just told somebody to shut those cameras off so he could take care of the business and then turn it back on again.
Yeah.
And because nobody likes a pedophile.
No, here you go. I'm finna show you how it happened. Hello, how you doing today? And this is the front desk. Hi, how can we help you? Here's an envelope for you. There's a lot of money in there. We're gonna turn off the cameras. And if I ever hear, I ain't done. And if we ever hear you mutter the word, you're next. Okay.
You next.
It's that simple. Guess what I did?
That's right.
You're giving people a lot of credit, man.
That's what happened.
I'd have been sitting like this. Okay.
You're giving people a lot of credit. I don't know that that's possible. I think Bob Saget had soap on the ground, and he was going to change his clothes, and he slipped, and he flipped up in the air and flew really fast backwards because his robe got caught on the end of the bed, and he hit his head on the headboard and went to sleep. He didn't think anything was wrong. That's how I think it happened.
Why they think they
No, not when.
Why everybody saying?
The doctor said that he.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the doctor said that the back of his head was smashed in like a bat hit him. So how can you do that to yourself?
I've seen people hit themselves with a bat before. It's really, In
the back of the head?
Yeah, a bat, a headboard. It's all wood. It doesn't matter.
Or like he fell off a 2-story building or a 3-story building. That's a lot of force.
Don't listen to Merlin, okay? It's a setup.
Okay.
He over there laughing.
I believe you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go.
Wait. Don't get mad at me.
Oh,
Be mad at Merlin, okay?
I'm not. I totally believe you. I don't think he did that to himself at all. But that's how dumb people sound when they tell me that he did.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know about that.
When people tell me that he hit his head on a headboard, that sounds dumb to me. is what I'm saying.
He's agreeing with you, right? But let me take another call. We really appreciate you calling and all your support. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Hello, what's your name and where are you from? Hello.
Yes.
Hello, what's your name and where you from? Hello. Hello. She hung up on us.
She left.
Hey, Lisa, hold on. Lisa got a message for us.
What is it?
She said, I want be subbing. You want to be subbing to our channel? Okay, thanks, Lisa. We really appreciate that. Thanks for all your support and all your love. Let me see.
I want to be subbing to my channel too.
I want to be subbing to it too. We wait on I don't know, I hung up on that caller.
You keep hanging up on everybody, bro.
Hello. No, I don't. You being negative again. 1-800-491-9687. 1-800-491-9687. I am a perfect telephone worker. Let me see. I just tuned in and was legitimate mad for a second.
With the smiley face on the end.
Why was they mad?
They're tuning in at the wrong time. You know when you walk into that one conversation, you're like, what the hell?
Oh, you was acting silly. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
How you doing? My name's Brian, calling from New Hampshire.
How you doing, Brian?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right, man.
Great.
Man, you sound like a detective. Like you called to say, hey, look, let me tell y'all something right now.
Let me break it down.
You scared me, man.
Right.
I thought I had a warrant. I was
like, we got your name from a couple of people.
Hey,
We'd like to ask you a couple questions.
My father was a police officer for
there you go,
30 years. So.
There it is.
Okay. And you don't want to tell us that you're an agent, but that's okay. Go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, I think Bob was definitely murdered. There's no doubt about it. Police are changing their story now. Now they're saying he hit his head on the marble floor. Well, the abrasion on the back of the head is about 1.5 inches long, 1 inch wide, and a floor would do a larger area of damage, and it would be rather apparent. So we're just being lied to, and it's blatant.
Guaranteed, if he hit his head on the floor, it would be some traces of DNA on that floor from his head at the spot.
Absolutely, that's right.
You
would have a chemical print of whatever cleaner was used on the floor on the back of his head.
That's right. You better know it. So all that rah, jop, jibbity jab. Listen, they need to just tell the truth and say the man was set up and he was killed because he was a pedophile, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
It's somewhere right about there. And just a few months ago, Bob Saget himself actually said that he was going to be found in bed dead. He said it not matter of factly, and the look on his face was that he knew it. So it was coming, and he knew it. He predicted his own death from the very spot where he said it was going to happen. So you can't tell me.
So he said that he was going to die in the bed.
Yep.
What was it? You know what was it? One of those clear videos, or one of those videos that's all rusty looking?
I got it right now.
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah, he actually said that he was going to be found in bed dead.
Wow.
Just a few months ago, he said it.
Head wound. Somebody said VixTech said it was a head wound from a specialized weapon. VixTech, I am not messing with you. I'm sorry if I ever offended you, because you know too much about specialized weapons, man.
Here you go. Listen to this. Listen to
this. Probably looking at a baton or a blackjack hit him in the back of the head.
This was 3 months before, right? I think this is the video you're talking about. Here we go.
And I know you love to also pepper in movies because you love the movies. And of course, I love movies too.
Pepper in movies. I like live for movies.
Yeah. Right.
But what?
And
live for movies.
As I said, I absolutely love movies as well.
You
but
love
there's just
5
something.
movies. You love Big
That's not
Lebowski
true.
every day. You could watch Big
I love
Lebowski
Big
4 times a day.
Lebowski, The Godfather, Wayne's
Come on,
World,
is he gonna say it?
Godfather 2, Goodfellas, Casino, Scarface.
So
But
I don't have long to live. These are your favorites. I'm going to be found dead in bed.
you better watch out. So Scarface.
What? What?
But
So I don't have long to live. These are your favorites. I'm going to be found dead in bed.
you better watch out.
I'm sorry. Play it one more time.
You don't believe it, Corey?
No, I need to see something.
You need to see something.
That's crazy, right?
It's a little crazy. A little.
So okay, so now I never saw that. Now listen, that changed the game right there.
Okay, here it is again.
Wow.
He knew it was coming.
These are your favorites. I'm going to be found dead in bed.
You better watch out.
I was just reading his lips. That's all. I had to read the lips.
But
so I don't have long to live. These are your favorites. I'm going to be found dead in bed.
You better watch out.
What's the look on his face?
Yeah, right? He said, I don't have long to live. If these are your favorites, I'll be found dead in bed.
Dang.
I mean, that says it all. Who predicts their death a few months before it happens?
I know.
In the same manner.
Bob.
Bob. I know. Bob did it.
Bob. Wow.
The cops are changing the story now. First it was the headboard, and now it's the floor. You can't generate that much energy to break your skull on the backside, have it crack around the side, and then also have multiple fractures around your eye sockets. That's impossible. Somebody whacked him.
Melanie said, who the hell cares? Melanie, you do. That's why you listen. Yeah, everybody say they don't care. People say they don't care, but they be listening. Everybody, if you hear, you care for whatever reason, whether it's just entertainment or you're curious, but you care. You care. That's why Merlin up to something, y'all.
No, I'm not up to anything. I'm just saying, if say he didn't predict his own death. Say he just said that because you're watching movies in bed all the time, and he was just saying that, oh, you're gonna watch them boring movies. I'm gonna die of boredom in my bed. I would believe something like that if he didn't end up dead near a bed. I would believe it that it was an off thing if that's not how he ended up. I'm just saying.
Read his body language when he said it. He was sad. He was
twitching.
He seemed to know it. He just stated it matter of factly, and he was not happy about it.
Yeah. They probably said, look, man, you got to go, man. You touched the wrong one. You touched the wrong one, Bobby. Tomorrow, you out of here.
Well, he's in deep somewhere.
Yeah.
Not just the ground.
Yeah, hey, that's on him. We appreciate you calling in. I appreciate that. I got a good kick out of that video because I read the lips. Now I don't play now. Can't just show me no video and then say boom. I need to see that it looked clear, and I need to see them lips moving.
It was clear.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it again though. But thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So okay, so here's the deal. He said that he was gonna end up dead in the bed, and it happened. So now you got people saying it was just a coincidence. But if I say you're gonna end up dead in your bed and he ended up dead in his bed, I'm going to prison. So why is it so hard?
But not if you say it about yourself. You can't,
Oh, you got to say it about yourself?
If you say it about yourself, no one ain't gonna be worried about it.
Well, I mean, it is true that you can speak things into existence, though, right?
You can't, apparently. Or
Good
You
answer.
got told that's how you're gonna end up, and you'd be like, I guess that's how I'm gonna end up.
You're gonna say apparently. That was a quick one, Merlin. Merlin be quick. Oh man. Okay, well, listen. The bottom line is the man got killed it. Like dude said in the beginning. You ready, Merlin? You ready?
Yeah, I'm
Let's
ready.
do it.
Whether he killed himself or not, Bob Saget is dead. Now, I'm not rejoicing in someone's death, but I watched this man's life, and I cannot help but notice that he had lived his life for himself. He had no traces of any love for God, and all of his attention was to the depravity of the mind. And I mean, he indulged in the most depraved thought processes I have ever heard come out of someone's mouth. And I'm talking from someone who's been addicted to pornography. The human condition will swallow you whole into hell if you let it. And he was completely fine living in that position. What's going to happen at the end when he encounters the man upstairs? That's between him and God. I don't know what his life was like, but externally, he did not live like a man of God at all. The jokes he would crack about children, especially, was insanely disgusting. Whether or not he was killed, the damages that he has done is irreparable at this point to most people. Did someone kill him? Sure seems like it. He has injuries on his body that did not seem to ever happen from a normal interaction with a bed. God. Headboard. And if it did, it had to have been from One Punch Man. It couldn't have been from anything normal. In the long run, what's the end message of all of this? Live your life in a manner that is pleasing to God. At the end of it, that is all that matters. Bob Saget didn't do that. Revere him all you want as a great comedian, if that's what you think he was, a wonderful man and all that nonsense, all you want. At the end of it, he did not live his life like that at all. And I will tell you this, if that's how you want to live your life, you have that right. What you shouldn't expect, though, is for people to revere you if they think correctly.
Yeah. And listen, I know a lot of people may say, oh man, leave him alone, he dead. Nope. Oh well, listen, dead is dead, and a pedophile is a pedophile, and a dead pedophile is a dead pedophile. And honestly, got to be careful with my words, but pedophiles don't deserve much. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what I'm getting at. It is what it is, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. But ultimately, like I said, look, one thing for sure is communicate with your kids, talk with your kids, know your kids. Even when you think you know your kids, remind yourself that you might not, and talk to them again. I always do that. I always sit back and think, man, let me just talk to them. And you got to get them one-on-one too, because sometimes they don't like talking in front of each other. Get your kids one-on-one, talk to them. And I've been meaning to do this. I'm finna start it tomorrow. So I'm gonna write me a note. I think a good idea that I want to suggest to people is write your kids letters, write each other, because sometimes people say things and they write things down that they don't really want to say. I've learned that throughout life that's true. You will find that people will say what they really mean on a piece of paper versus having to look you in your face and say it sometimes. So just keep that in mind, but communicate with your kids. Don't let your kids go through this by themselves. So you got to step in and intervene. But listen, we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. We may come in during the day if
Ukraine gets any worse.
Yeah, if Ukraine gets any worse, or we get some new information, we'll come on and talk about it, and maybe you guys can share some stuff with us. And again, if you have any show ideas, feel free to let us know, and we will look into it. Not saying that we will do a show on everything sent, because we like to check stuff out first. But if you send it to us, we will look at it and look into it, and we may do a show on that particular topic. So don't get frustrated if you send something in and we don't use it. Just send something else if you can. If you want to be heard about something else, that'd be cool too. But all in all, we will see you all tomorrow. And remember, 2 strong is always, every single time, better than 1. Peace. We out of here.
We tackle the topics America just ain't ready for. 2 strong.